Jim, disappointing end to the game?
Yeah, it was a disappointing end. Albeit loads and loads of positives to take from the overall game. But to concede the goal at the time that we did was very, very disappointing when it leaves us with very little time to respond and go and try and get the winner. Disappointed in the manner of it as well, because we felt that Liam Buchanan was coming back from an offside position, clearly impedes Callum Crane, and therefore Callum can't get a proper header on the ball. So it was disappointing, but like I said, loads and loads of positives to take.
A lot of good individual performances. I know you don't like picking people out, but your defence was solid all game.
I thought they were excellent, yeah, and we've made a big thing about that over pre-season, and we've worked hard on that side of things, because I feel as if we have got good options going forward, and I do believe that we'll always create opportunities to score goals. I think that showed again on Saturday. We had a number of opportunities where we could have actually put the game to bed, and we could have went 2 in front before Wraith get their equaliser. But I felt last year defensively, although we had some great performances in the likes of Neil Parry and Scott Taggart and Andy and Callum Waters and all them, and were included in the team of the year, I just felt that defensively we didn't keep enough clean sheets, to be honest with you. And the clean sheet side of things is a big thing that I'm very, very strong on, and I think if you look at all the good teams, all the successful teams throughout all the countries, the successful ones are built on solid defences, and I think that's something that we need to get better at. And I felt that we could clearly see that against a very good Wraith side, against obviously Spenny and Liam Buchanan, who between them last year scored 60 goals, and it was very rare for those guys to have as quiet a game as what they had, and I think that goes to show the quality of Darryl Meggett and Andy Graham in the game.
The big keeper kept you in it for long spells, having 2 or 3 great saves.
Neil's there to do his job, and that's what he's paid to do, yeah, and he made a couple of good saves, like you said. He makes one particular good one with the one-on-one with Spenny, where he comes out and makes himself big, and Greg couldn't find a way by him. But yeah, listen, we know the qualities that Neil has, and that's why we were so desperate to keep him. And he's the best goalkeeper in the league as far as I'm concerned. We're very lucky to have him. But Neil's there to do that part of the game, and that's his job at the end of the day.
Callum Crane settled in well for his first.
Delighted with Callum, yeah. It's one that we were working on for a number of weeks. It was a position that I felt that we needed to strengthen, and delighted with Hibs, the way they went about it as well. Once we had everything agreed, they were fairly quick to get it moved along so that we could have him available for the game on Saturday. It can be difficult for young guys sometimes when they haven't met their teammates. 90 minutes before the game kicks off, he meets all the lads, so that can be difficult. But the boys made him feel very welcome from the moment he came in the door. I had him over on Friday night just to show him around the place, just so he was familiar with the surroundings, before he turned up on Saturday. And I couldn't have been any happier with him, to be honest with you. He, at this moment, without putting too much pressure on him, he looks like a carbon copy of Callum Waters at the moment.
Looking towards these Fife, they've changed a lot of personnel over the summer, but still a difficult place to go and get 3 points.
Always a difficult venue, yeah, and obviously they've relayed their pitch now this year, which will be interesting. I think it's one similar to our own, whether it's the same company or not, but it'll be an even playing field for everyone anyway, because I felt that their pitch late on last year was digging up an awful lot. So we're looking forward to it. We've got, like I said, we're high on confidence coming off the back of a really good performance against the favourites in the league. So we will go there with great expectations, knowing how difficult a game it's going to be. We had them watched down at Stranraer, although I think Stranraer were the better team on the day. East Fife certainly caused Stranraer problems at certain moments in the game. So we'll do our analysis like we always do on every opposition, and the boys will be well prepared going into the game. We'll know where East Fife's strengths and their weaknesses are, and we'll work hard on that during the week.
Any injury worries for Saturday?
No, everybody's came through the game fully fit. No, so I'll have a full squad training tonight, and hopefully, we'll all come through this week and have a fully fit squad again for the East Fife game. That's one thing that was really pleasing when I turn around and look at the bench on Saturday. I felt as if I had options, and I think that's a a huge positive for any manager when, you know, not only have I got a really strong 11 on the park, but I've also got 7 guys sitting on the bench who are all quality players who can all make an impact, and it's going to take the whole squad this year, you know, like it was last year. Obviously there'll be a few disappointed boys on Saturday not playing in the opening game of the season, and I've been there as a player myself in the past. I know how disappointing that can be, but they all handled it in the professional manner, which I knew they would, and they all know, they can see the bigger picture. They know that they're all going to play a part this season.
Any budget left for you for a loan signing yet?
Well, obviously we brought Callum in, and you know, like I say, very grateful to, you know, to Hibs for allowing us to get the deal done, and obviously to my own board as well for giving me the money required to make it happen. But you know, if there's a player out there who, and I keep saying it, I sound like a broken record, but if there's a player out there who's going to improve us, then yeah, of course we'll look to try and do something. But it's not a never-ending pot of gold or anything like that. You know, I have got financial restraints to work to, just like everyone else. But if there's some of the bigger boys can do as a turn, and you know, can see how good we work with the younger players who come here, and then, you know, inevitably in my time here in the last year and even before that, any young players that have come here have developed and went back to their parent clubs better, I think. So that's something that we have in our favour.
Moving on to next Wednesday to the cup game at Dundee. Again, it's a good test for the boys to go up there and play against a Premier League side. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, albeit it'll be their 20s team, and the rule allows them to play 2 over age players. So whether Neil McCann feels as if he wants to give a couple of the first team boys a run out that haven't been playing in the league games up to then, that will remain to be seen. But their 20s team will be a good standard. There's no doubt about that. They'll be a good standard, and we'll have to go up there, you know, and be at it and be prepared, and hopefully going up there off the back of a league win against East Fife. But you know, one thing the under 20s teams all guarantee is fitness and effort, and you know, we have to first and foremost go and match that. But I've got every belief in the boys down the stair that the quality that we have, you know, we'll enjoy going to Dens as well. You know, a nice big pitch, it'll suit us. The pitch will be perfect condition. So yeah, it's one that we're looking forward to.
Thanks, Jim.